Hi, everybody, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly forecast. My name is Terence Gardino. The week begins on Monday, March the 15th, the Ides of March. And there's a lot going on astrologically this week, but it's mostly positive. Let's start with Monday. The Mercury, Communication Mercury, had been for the previous 2.5 months, transiting through Aquarius. Aquarius, having Mercury in Aquarius, where our thoughts, what we're thinking about and planning, on one hand, has a lot to do with the future. We may be more open to learning new technologies. That's all with Aquarius. Mercury usually stays in a sign for 3 to 4 weeks. The reason why it was over for 2 months, because in February, Mercury went retrograde or backed up in Aquarius, stopped, went forwards in Aquarius. But on the 15th, about 2:27 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the moon is moving into, or Mercury is moving into Pisces. When Mercury, mental Mercury, is in Aquarius, we're very much in our heads, intellectualizing everything. But when Mercury goes into Pisces, we're more in our heart. It's more sensitive, more compassionate, more subjective. Now, the moon will be in fiery, ambitious Aries, a good sign to begin the new work week. And from about 6 to 8 a.m. approximately Pacific time, the moon will be in harmony with expansive, optimistic Jupiter. Again, giving us the right attitude to start the new work week. Moon Jupiter, good for teaching, learning, traveling. Later in the evening, between 7-9 p.m. Pacific time, the moon will be in conflict with Pluto. There might be some intense emotional power struggles, either with a close friend, a loved one, or you're just going through a lot of questioning of yourself. And you could be going through some real personal churnings. For the rest of the world, since it's happening so late in the evening, it just might mean that your sleep may be disturbed with intense dreams. On Tuesday, as we begin the new day, the moon leaves fiery Aries and goes into earthy, calming Taurus for 2.5 days. And the sun in Pisces is going to be throwing a favorable influence onto transformational Pluto. Pluto rules psychology, the underworld transformation. This is a really good day for researching, for studying, for counseling, for having an astrology reading. On a more mundane level, it's a really good day to for construction, repairing, or unloading, clutter in the closet. Just letting it go, freeing yourself up. Between 7-9 p.m. Pacific time, the moon in Taurus will cross over exciting but unpredictable Uranus. So if you're on the Pacific coast, it's early enough in the evening, there might be some excitement, or there might be some unexpected news that's a bit stressful. And again, for most of the world, that's going to be happening later at night into the early morning, that could bring a lot of restlessness with the sleep. Wednesday, in the morning, 8-10 a.m. approximately, Pacific time, the moon will be pushing up against expansive Jupiter. You want to be careful with this because Jupiter is optimistic. It wants to grow. It wants to expand. But when the moon is in tension with it, we may overdo it. we may have too many expectations. But I think because at roughly the same time, the moon is in harmony with altruistic, compassionate Neptune, then I think the overdoing is really inspiring you to be very generous, helping those less fortunate. Thursday, the moon continues in Taurus until the afternoon. In the morning, 8:10 a.m. approximately, the moon will be in harmony with loving Venus, even more positive with profound Pluto. This morning period, Pacific Standard Time, could really awaken a lot of deep, loving feelings. Great for infatuation. Great for bringing more romance into an existing relationship. Great for reconciling and forgiving, especially as the love planet Venus on that day is going to be in harmony with transformational Pluto. Pluto rules the underworld. Venus, Pluto, you are seeking a more intimate, richer, deeper love connection. Venus also rules the arts. And this could be, if you are an artist or a performer, you could be seeking something more fulfilling, going deeper with it. Now, the moon will leave steady Taurus and go into Gemini, talkative, mentally stimulating, restless Gemini at 3:47 p.m. Pacific time for 2.5 days. So with that moon going into Gemini in the late afternoon, evening, and that Venus Pluto, it's a great Thursday evening to go on a date with somebody new, or take your significant other and go to the theater, go to the movies, go to dinner. Social distancing required. Friday, the moon continues in nervous, stimulating Gemini. Will cross over Mars, warrior Mars, 10 to 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's once a month. That's going to stimulate a lot of activity. It could be very fiery, impulsive, irritable activity. But I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be so much more productive because right after the moon is stimulating the fiery Mars, it's then in harmony with stabilizing, productive Saturn. So from the late morning, early afternoon, Pacific time, a great day for accomplishing projects, starting a new job, would even be good for doing a sales pitch. You're just feeling really confident and productive. Saturday, 1:38 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the sun enters into Aries, fiery Aries. This is called the spring equinox in the north, or the autumn equinox, like in Australia, South Africa, South America, south of the equator. The equinox means equal daylight, equal nighttime. But you're definitely going to be seeing a big shift of seasons. And we're going out of Pisces, which is more reflective energy, more of this holding, sensitive energy, to a month of fiery Aries, which is great for initiating new projects. And the moon will be in harmony with Jupiter and Neptune, late morning Pacific time, feeling expansive, feeling generous. Sunday, the 21st, the Venus, pleasure-seeking Venus, loving, charming Venus, also moves into Aries once a year for several weeks. Venus in Aries loves the excitement of the chase, loves to flirt. Venus in Pisces, the last several weeks, had been more romantic and sensitive. Venus going into fiery Aries with the sun just gone into Aries. It's in the northern latitude, we would call this the triggering of spring fever and getting all fired up and excited about having fun and socializing. Also on Sunday, Mercury in harmony with Uranus, opening up to all kinds of exciting ideas, thinking out of the box, as Mars is in harmony with Saturn, being able to be highly productive. Before I sign off, I want to remind you I'm available for a one-question offer for a nominal fee. To request it, just go to the home page of Astrology Answers, click on the tab that says Advisors, and scroll down until you find my name. I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week with my next segment. Until then, be safe and well.